What's up, guys? Toogie here, back again. This is episode 3 of a very rowdy Be a Pro series here on NHL 17, and as I'm sure you can tell already by the video length, it is not a normal episode. Unfortunately, for the second time in a few weeks, I have lost the voiceover audio. It happened to me on an episode of Bork's Battalion, I think prior to my major PC issues. And now it happens again here. From what I can tell, it didn't happen in the same way, so at least it's not a consistent issue, and I honestly think it was just a fluke, and stuff like this happens all the time. I've actually been incredibly lucky in terms of, making videos and not having to deal with too many issues like this. I mean, the main issues for me in the recording process have been save files disappearing on franchise mode. That's been a much bigger issue for me in the past year and a half or so that I've been doing this. So I'm thankful that it's not too consistent of an issue. But anyway, the one benefit, or actually there's a few benefits to doing the video in this way. Number one, I am terrible with these post-com style of videos, so it's good for me to practice a bit more and actually try to get better at them. And I think just in terms for the quality of the video, because it is preseason gameplay, and while there is the challenge and the struggle of trying to make the opening night lineup for the Sharks, at the end of the day, it is just preseason, and it might not be all that exciting. Now, so far, of course, in this footage, we have put up a few points. We've, got the physical play going, so we are making a strong effort and a good run at making that opening night lineup. Now, whether or not we will be able to do that, well, you're going to have to find out. But we are on the first line, which is shocking enough. Despite that, of course, the odds, I would say, are still in favor, as you get to see a ridiculous save by Ryan Miller. Don't worry, he wasn't done there. Oh my god, I still can't believe he made those saves. But the odds are still that we will get sent down to San Jose to play for the Barracuda in the AHL, which is 100% what I expected, as we miss another empty net chance. And hell, let's make it a hat trick of missed empty nets. And it was at that point, even though the coach kept me on the first line, it was at that point where I was really starting to be concerned, because we had those 2 assists on the Jannik Hansen and Joe Pavelski goals, but aside from that, not being able to get those empty net goals, which I really felt like might hurt my chances of making the team. We get into a fight with Darnell Nurse, and yeah, we took him to school. Wouldn't want to fight Darnell Nurse in real life. Good lord, he is someone you don't want to mess with. But for Roddy Piper, no problem whatsoever. We would continue the physical play, and we wouldn't be done there. End of the game, Edmonton killed us on the scoreboard, but we get into a fight with Eric Gryba, because why the hell not? If I'm not going to be scoring goals, I might as well be throwing fists and trying to make this team in any way that I can. Darnell Nurse and Eric Gryba get absolutely destroyed by the Hot Rod in that game. And moving into our final game against Calgary, we start off with a hit and a bounce on Johnny Gaudreau. I promise you the original audio was much more funny there. And then we crush Gaudreau again, and Derek Engelland had a problem with that. I didn't change any settings heading into this episode. It was still set on the 2 option out of 4 on the slider. I think if it hasn't been that way already, I gotta max out the fight difficulty, because I'm just gonna stomp these computers consistently, and it's going to get boring very, very quickly. But somehow, some way, we made the opening night lineup, and not just that, we are on the first line. Not the most impressive preseason, I thought, and it is hilarious to think that a 67 overall enforcer will be on the first line for the Sharks on opening day against the LA Kings. But it's happened. It has happened, and hopefully we can make the most of our opportunity here. But yeah, guys, that is pretty much it. Obviously, the games were very much trimmed down, and next episode I look to get back into it, hoping to play, I'd say, at least 3 games. As far as like average length of these videos, I think 20 minutes would be solid. Obviously, I say that all the time about franchise mode videos and Bork's Battalion, and I go over that time, but that is always the target time for me. And I think this series will be no different. So hopefully we can get 3 to 5 games in for each episode. But we'll see. Of course, we're still in that early phase of this series where I'm trying to figure out how I want to approach it. But yeah, guys, that will do it for this abbreviated episode of a very rowdy Be a Pro series. I look forward to the next one where we get back to our normal format and where we make our NHL debut for the San Jose Sharks. So until then, guys, I hope you did enjoy. If you did, feel free to support the video, support the channel in any way you deem necessary. Any and all support is greatly appreciated, and I'll see you guys in the next one.